Jim Davis securing yet another victory here. Yep. Out of the way, boys. Jim's in town.
All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome. More Worlds prep. And we're just going through the decks he played yesterday on stream. The first 4 decks from the Japanese tournament were kind of stinky. Cool ideas, but like really rough lists. We moved on to Magic Online lists. This is a list that was played by Willie Adel, Hall of Famer. To a 4-2 finish in a challenge isn't great, obviously, but Willie Adel's a big name. And it's a version of Golgari playing the crime package, honestly. Free try to look at, of course, really cool card from Outlaws. And commit a crime, look at top 5, get a land, which is really cool. You can go find non-basics, which is great too. And to trigger, we've got the Iridescent Vine Lasher, way to win the game also. And Ghost Vacuum. Pretty cool card, honestly. Kind of a relic of Representatives that has a major upside later. And then otherwise, a lot of the cards you expect to see in green-black. Glissa, Dread Knight, and then also some Overlords here for a little over-the-top stuff. And that's it. Nothing too crazy here. You know, the goal of this is to kind of tour the format and kind of get an idea for all the decks and stuff. So let's just let's do the thing we're supposed to do. So let's get right to it. Brought to you by Anthros. Folks, take care of yourself. All right, ain't getting any younger, and your body only get one body. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're well worth the investment. Invest in the things that keep you off the ground. Your bed, your shoes, and your chair. We spend a ton of time sitting. Like a stupid amount of time sitting, and you should really invest in yourself. Make sure that you're not screwing your body up, and Anthros is by far the best chair I've ever had as far as being both comfortable and sitting correctly. Check them out, anthros.com. Use the link in the description and my promo code to get a little discount there, and just check them out. Anthros, fix your sit. On the play, chat, coming out, man. One lander. Mulligan. We got 2 1-drops, but yeah, kind of mulligan here. On the draw, like, you probably still get to keep this, honestly. So mulligan into... All right, well, we got the combos. We got the full crime package here. The Vacuum, the Lasher, and the Lookout. So we're going to keep this. And we're going to ship back the Llanowar Wastes and just try and get our crime on. Just going to play a Cottage. I think a lot of the time we want to go Offspring in this, but... Let's see how it works. We got resubs from Visai, John Ramos, and Drew. Appreciate it. Say good luck in Worlds. Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm playing in the World Championship in a few weeks, which is pretty exciting. And of course, first hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, you like the content. If you want to cheer me on in Worlds, the best thing you can do is literally just hit the old like button. All right, support the content. Love you all. They mill over a Helping Hand. It's the blue-white Oculus deck. Vacuum going to be insane here. I almost feel bad for them. We have a Vacuum in our hand, but here's a Vine Lasher. And play Marsh Deal 1, play our Vacuum, and just get our game on. You're up, friend. Crimes for days. Bucket resub. Thanks so much.
Waka waka.
Those blue-white Oculus decks are pretty cool. They play out a lot like Pioneer decks, but they are very soft to graveyard hate, as you just saw. So... We're going to look at our deck here, and these Harvesters are very bad. I mean, Frillback nuking the graveyard is kind of cool. Virtue doesn't kill much either. We just want these... Honestly, these Anoints are really good against them. It just exiles a creature, mana value 3 less, which is all their threats. I think you just want all of these. Take off the cut downs. A lot of kill spells in this deck. Duress seems good. Go for the Throat. We can probably shave down on. I think Liliana's pretty good here. Terrace Under Cruel Claws Heist. I guess the Frillback. This is a lot of graveyard hate, but... Alright, so sure. This seems good to me. Alright. Well, we got the old Vacuum again, so let's just keep this hand. They go turn 1 Waste. So we're going to go turn 1 Lasher, I think. And then turn 2's Tapland Vacuum. Leyline of the Void is probably too extreme. There's many better options. All right, they got a counterspell here, so we need to be a little careful with our Vacuum. You don't want to just run into a counterspell. They could produce a threat on 3, right? I guess we'll just play a Swamp and attack. Be a little conservative here. You know, No More Lies, certainly a card they could be in their deck. Or some other counterspell action, so... Deal 2, and just say go. We have Go for the Throat up. Probably won't be able to cast it, but here's a Moment of Truth. If they were to produce a creature and then get it back, we could just kill it. So Bustin' makes me feel good. Good. All right. Nothing. They put a sleight of hand in the graveyard and just do nothing. All right, so we're going to untap. We draw Liliana of the Veil. And I still don't want to get this vacuum countered. I kind of just don't want to do anything here, honestly. Like, there's no reason to play into a counter spell. You have a removal spell up. You got tons of good stuff. I'm just going to play this. Attack for 1. Just chipping away, you know? A little lizard action. You can play Vacuum around No More Lies next turn, too. Still have Go for a threat. Probably end step Moment of Truth, sure. And we have, like, Go for the Throat into Liliana, too, if they have a protection spell. I guess if they have an Oculus, they can have a Manifest in play, but no rush. They mill a Picklock Prankster. Interesting. It seems like one of the better cards in their deck. So the fact they chose a card over this is pretty interesting, but now they have 4 in the graveyard, so they're close to casting Oculus.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Gotta keep it fun, folks. Gotta keep it fun, you know? We're testing for Worlds, so gotta keep it fun. They're gonna play a Free the Fae, no problem. What's up, Jay? Alright, and they mill over. They hit an Oculus. And they have a Lockdown, a Smite. They can get Helping Hand and get back Oculus. We can just kill it, though, so get back Helping Hand, let them go for it. So, if they have a 1-mana way to stop my Go for the Throat, oh, they're going to recommission even better, so sure. So that guy's back. That guy's dead.
Get off my plate.
And now I get to resolve my Ghost Vacuum and my Liliana. I still have a Helping Hand. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, so they still have Helping Hand. So we're going to untap Mosswood. I can just frill back their graveyard too, but I feel like resolving my Vacuum is just like a really, really nice thing to do. So do I want to resolve the Liliana also? I don't necessarily think so. Well, let's start with playing Vacuum and see if they scoop or not. All right, let's just start there. Here's the Vacuum. No concession. Okay, and then I mean, if they just like hard cast an Oculus, the token they make is pretty annoying too. I might just draw a card with the draw it with Red Knight. Draw a so bad land placement on my part. I'm an idiot, but whatever. I shouldn't have played a land before I drew a card. The thing I always tell you not to do. Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to the stream. They obviously can't Helping Hand here. I'll exile it response. Yeah, so they're just going to cast an Oculus. Yeah, that's kind of bad for us. Because no, you can't Liliana the Oculus. Alright. I mean, that's not cool, but sure. Alright, so end step, we will exile the Oculus. Alright, Manifest Dread. And they mill over a land. We draw a Passage. Obviously, we have a ton of removal spells in our deck. Just drawing one would be super sweet. But I guess we could just cast Liliana. Like, make them attack it, kill the thing. Sure, let's just start there. So cast Liliana. Let's cast Mosswood also. If they want to counter it, honestly, awesome. That's great. So, sure, it's fine by me. So, counter that. We'll pay our Passage, deal 1. Activate the Passage. Again, we have like 4 Anoints, 3 Go for the Throats. Let those removal spells, so deal 1. Play the Mosswood. And they have 3 in the bin. Trying to manage their graveyard, keeping it under 6 cards is pretty important. Maybe by not playing them, maybe we played around the counter. Maybe they did have a counter, I guess. So interesting they're playing this card over No More Lies, because that means they're probably playing the Haughty Jin also, but not the cost reduction. Any reason not to throw back their graveyard earlier? We were playing around our Bool spell, and that counter spell. Maybe we should have just gone for it and just try to trade up. But any creatures in our graveyard? We do not. Okay, so do the whole Dread Knight thing. Take 5. They reveal a Picklock Prankster. It is a creature. Cast Sleight Hand. Want to keep them off of 6 cards in the graveyard. So if they cast a spell to put their 6th card in the graveyard, in response, we're going to vacuum them. We're at like a 5 in the graveyard. Don't want to give them the chance to cast Oculus, because once they have 6 cards in the graveyard, they can just pay the cost and we can't respond. They're a hard cast Picklock Prankster, sure. And say go. All right, so I'll vacuum up the Prankster. We can just pop the thing for a 2/1 flyers and a manifest on their turn. They mill another creature. We draw the Anoint.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix!
We're good.
Oh my god!
I guess if they have the cancel here, we're in trouble. Maybe we should upkeep this, but we need to play around Phantom of Interference. I guess we're going to still play around No More Lies. So I agree they probably have the cancel, but if we were to... Maybe we'll... I'm aware it's sorcery speed, thank you. Maybe we'll just, like... The thing is, throwback isn't that threatening, and then it taps us out, so I'm just going to start here. Alright, we draw a second Annoyed. Alright, so that's gas. Let's just go land. And I guess we'll still Anoint on their upkeep. They're at 11. Yeah, just say go. It's honestly fine. So now we're tapped out. We should kill both. Let's get to exile them too, which is kind of gas. So you're gone. You're gone. And that's the Monty.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Now the interesting question is, when they put a card in the graveyard, should I exile in response? They do have a helping hand, but Tog says, "Hey Jim, managed to win a PT invite at the RC last weekend. Any tips on getting connected with the testing team?" Post on Twitter's tag Fire Shoes. It's going to depend a lot on what your resume is as a Magic player. You know, if you are a relative unknown, finding a team will be a little harder. Although there are obviously newer teams. I know Mengucci ran an open team for a while. He's not qualified for this for Worlds or whatever, but so there are like teams that are thinking newer people, but it's also Worlds, not a PT either. So yeah, throwback's great here. But yeah, it's definitely not easy, but just get out there. You know, Fire Shoes is a great resource. He's kind of like just the beating heart of the Magic community. So, terrible tap. I just got auto tapped. I got auto tapped, folks. It's on me. I'm an idiot. Yeah, need more green. That's fine. Those come back. Get our vacuum online. Deal damage. They were golden though. Even with this, like I could have played Red Knight if I tap properly, but whatever. Chart quiz. Oh, I'm sorry. You're queued for the PT, not Worlds. I'm thinking of Worlds as it's my next event. So you'll actually have a lot of time for the PT. We don't even know where it is or when it's happening. Yeah, just put feelers out. You know, definitely just do whatever you can to get involved with some people, because it's the best thing to do. Honestly, it really helps to have a group. So, what's Fire Shoes? It's just Robert Taylor, right? He's just a dude on Twitter who just I don't know. He just like acts like the glue in the Magic community. He just does a really good job of like retweeting deck lists, retweeting people doing stuff, and like he does coverage now for WotC. He's often at the table. the feature matches and stuff, and he's just great. Haughty Naughty. So, of course, Haughty Jin requires a graveyard, and we have a vacuum and a graveyard hate, so it should be not a problem for us. All right, draw Go for the Throat, too. Might actually just, like, save this for the next... I guess they can't cast Oculus either, though, so... It's kind of whatever. We're just going to kill this in exile. The graveyard. I would say we're going to exile the Jin, because I want to... Maybe we actually... Yeah. I'm playing a little sloppy here, but... Kind of have a pretty bad headache. I got kind of like bopped in the head a few times at basketball a few nights ago, and I'm still kind of recovering from it a little bit, so... You gotta bear with me today. Last day or two has been a little rough. Exile graveyard, gain 4 life. And then, yeah, just attack. I mean, like... They're at 7. I suppose this turn they could, like, draw Chart a Course, discard Chart a Course, or discard an Oculus and get it back with Helping Hand, but, like, I think we're still fine, probably, so. Moment of Truth? Sure. So they've been, like, an Oculus here, they can bring it back. I wanted to get the Jin under the Vacuum, which is really, really good in a Vacuum, because I have much spells in my graveyard, but in the middle over a Jin, sure. So they can get that back. I believe it'll be a... Oh, does it overwrite the power toughness? Oh, they have lockdown anyway, so... Alright, well... They have a lockdown in Jin. The problem is they're just dead to the Restless Cottage, so it works for me. Graveyard hate everywhere, folks. Just graveyard hate. The deck is our deck. And, sweet. We will take it, so... Cool, and that's the Oculus deck. It's, like, pretty powerful, but, like, it's just kind of really weak to graveyard hate, so... On the play. What a modest hand, you know? I think we're going to keep. Like, yeah, I mean, it's obviously not a great hand, but on the play. And we'll enter the rest of you. First game of the day in the books. Well, that's the game. Scavenger, Tamer, Endurance, and I have 1 removal spell. We're dead. With Duress. We're playing this deck later. This is like actually the best budget deck in the format. It's like super cheap. It's like $60 or something like that. And it's almost all lands. So, all right, we draw Cut Down. That was a really good draw. So we'll just kill up the curve here. We'll just cut down the Scavenger. Problem is this Enduring Innocence is really annoying, but Gremlin Tamer.
That's eerie with 2 E's.
Alright, well, Birch is cool. Alright, so the Anoints are all on the board. Anoint's actually like a really good card in Standard right now. It deals with a lot of stuff. Enduring Innocence. Don't really want to kill that, obviously. We play a Lookout. Alright. No crimes here, unfortunately. Ossification. Sure. Certainly annoying, but fine. Terrace Under also a good card in format too. Disenchants and Things at Exile. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so let's have and draw Liliana of the Veil. I mean, I guess, like...
Distractions.
This kind of sucks, but... Alright, so now it's an enchantment. We say go. If we have Ghost Vacuum, we can actually get rid of it, which is kind of cool. Alright, well, they're flooding, so... We draw Mosswood, awesome. It's not correct. Alright, draw a card. Mosswood again. I haven't drawn another card, actually. I feel like that their hand's 3... If they have 3 cards in their hand, they're no creatures. It might just be more removal spells, so... Taco said, "What am I make a video about prepping newcomers for the MTG Spotlight Tournament Series?" Oh, I mean the Grand Prix? Discarding Go for the Throat's kind of sketchy, but yeah, I mean, what would you want exactly from that? Like, all right, so I'm
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
blame the concussion. All right, I'm just gonna hold my lily on it. All right, so obviously I meant to get a forest there. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Just gotta power through. End step entity tracker. All right, that works for me. So I'm just smart. I want to leave a go for throw for entity tracker because we're so smart and so good looking.
You know, I just do.
All right, we're dead. All right, well, this worked out really poorly. We're dead. We're really, really dead. Opponent's about to draw 10,000 cards. Tracker's great. Innocence is great. This deck's cool. We're playing it. We're playing it for later today. So, all right. So, I don't think this game's winnable from this point, honestly. Our deck doesn't really go over the top of things like this. They should have like 4 card draw engines in play. So, Vine Lasher, huh? Yeah, Vine Lasher's cool. They didn't have a life flicker though, you know. So. Alright, so Offspring, Dread Knight, go. Demon Golgari. It's on the list of decks to try, yeah. The Golgari deck is certainly a Golgari deck. It's certainly very fair. You know, remove spells and creatures. If you fall behind, you know. Another Enduring Innocence. Oh my god. Alright, I'm just going to save time to go to the next game. That's fine here. Alright, so...
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
So bringing our 4 Annoyance and our 3 Terror Sunders and our 3 Frillbacks. Oh my god. This is the most hateful sideboard I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's cut the Duresses, I think. Yeah, I think you're not. Even if they could hit like their protection spells, it's not really worth it. I think Leon's pretty bad here too. Harvester of Misery seems fine. We just have so much enchantment hate. The Glistas to kill enchantments too. We have to cut so many more cards. Maybe some number of Go for the Throats can go. Just don't need that many removal spells. The Virtues are cute. I mean, the vacuum's like part of the lookout package. Maybe we're just bringing in so much removal we don't even need that anymore. Sure, I like that. Let's cut those. And cut like Go for the Throat. Sure, Go for the Throat's got instant speed. Maybe a Virtue kind of whatever. I'm gonna cut a Virtue. On the play. Yeah, this is fun. I think Misery's fine. Just removal spell, it does a little extra. I kind of want to play Lasher on 3. With not much else going on. We'll just like kill a thing, Lasher on 3. They don't have much removal, so you kind of just chip away. There's our Scavenger, sure. Blue Marsh number 2. Want to kill while they're tapped out because they have that protection spell. Alright, well, it's very similar to last game. You play things and I kill them. The problem is that their card draw things cost 3. Like, maybe we didn't need to kill the Scavenger. Alright, another Tamer. Right, so we're going to try and exploit their lack of removal, I think, this game. Should play a Swamp. I'm going to hold the Passage. Passage is obviously 4 damage, but if we draw a Crime guy, we can crime on our turn and their turn, which is kind of cool, so... Alright, so Sig up. They're already 14. And I think we're in pretty good shape right now. You know, they're definitely like a linear aggro deck, and they don't have a lot of removal spells and stuff, so we just play some lands and kill them, you know? Tamer number 2, sure. Honestly, our 1/2 bodies block the gremlins really well, so... Yeah, this is 8 damage, this is 4 damage. Here's Inquisitive Glimmer.
Eerie, right?
And they will attack. No blocks. God, I'm so smart! That's why I held the passage, so I get to crime here. And get another passage. That deals a bunch more damage. And then I will crime on their turn and get some more damage. There you go, folks. Load up that machine gun. But I didn't get to sack my... Alright, lands are falling. Any sideboarding? I don't think so. They want like the 3rd harvester? I don't think so. I think the Virtue's like probably just worse than Go for the Throat. Yeah, sure. Could have actually killed them on my turn. That's correct. I did that on untap for no reason, but I wanted the crime card, you know. Crashco, I don't think that perpetuating the idea that cheating happens often in tournaments is a good thing to do for the health of Magic. Cheating happens very infrequently, and I think scare tacticing people about cheating is like one of the worst things in Magic. Like those stupid videos on YouTube, like this known cheater cheats a cheater. Like it's just like very, very bad for the health of the game and the optics of the game. So do we Lasher on 1 or do we want to try and offspring it? Let me just offspring it. Double Attikar wastes? Oh yeah, let's go. Alright, we're gonna cut down. Like, be vigilant for sure, but we draw a land. Alright, so we're gonna do I want to draw a card here? I want to play. I think I just want to draw a card. I just want to find more removal spells. Normally I advocate for always playing as a creature, but I think things are a little different here. We're also like almost like a pseudo combo deck, you know? Which is kind of cool, so. Here's a Tamer. Take 2 more damage with those Pain Lens. They miss a land drop. Oh. They're just dead. Alright, so land, Lasher. Say go. This deck's kind of cool, honestly. It, like, this feels like it's supposed to be like a little value engine. I didn't realize how fast it kills them. You know, because if you go get a land, fly, get a land, get a land, get a land. All right, so they have Sheltered by Ghosts. They can eat one of these. Probably eat that one. And then they're gonna gain 3. And all right, so we're gonna go Lookout, Passage, deal 1. Obviously, 1 Lasher in play is a lot different than 4, but deal 1, and now we're gonna do it on their turn. So. Attack for 1, too. It's kind of cool. So go. Don't think doing in their upkeep is necessary. We're obviously a little flooded here. 2nd Sheltered by Ghosts. Alright, so they're like all in. We should draw a removal spell. Alright, so pop this thing, get a swamp. Trigger Lookout, get another land. And we'll get a Fountain Port or a Cottage. I think Cottage is pretty good, right? Yeah, Fountain Port's a little small ball, so get Cottage. So they exile the Lookout, I assume. They get to get in for some damage here. I mean, we do need to draw some spells, obviously. But no, just too small. Cut down. If it was Disfigure, it would work. All right, so we can like Cottage and Dread Knight here. thing is they're gaining life on the backswing, which kind of stinks. Maybe we just leave Cottage back on D. What's up, Coral? Coral, you're awesome, my friend. 99 months. Let's hear for Coral, please. That's your YouTube comment of the day. Just Coral Dayton. I mean, they play an Ethereal Armor. It kind of sucks, but... Alright. Cottaging them, like... We deal 4, gain 4 back. Yeah, I'll just play a land here and just... Attack for 1 and say go. We can just block with a knight also and just like jump block, get a card next turn. You draw land. They have 4 spells in their hand. It's kind of sad we can lose this game. Like, we just have a bunch of land. They have the armor too. Oh my god. Alright. And now they could have a protection spell up also. That's not good. We could block and like cut down our own creatures and don't gain 7 life, but like I don't think the game's about that, so I'm just gonna block. Alright, so Mosswood dies. What decks have stood out so far? All the Overlord stuff seems really, really good.
Spawn more Overlords.
Right, untap. Another Vine Lasher, it's cool. Let's draw a card. Start there. Karn, why are you up there? Oh, I moved the camera, right. Hold on. Karn, get off my lands, dude. What are you doing?
Activate Karn.
Get off my lands. I gotta make this set up a little better, but...
Get the exile zone.
Alright, get back in the exile zone, Karn. So... Lasher. Kicker. I guess I want to leave up my, my cut down just in case. And play this, deal 3 damage. At this point, the damage is kind of whatever. They have obviously gaining like 9 life a turn, so we're looking for our Mool spell and just gonna bide our time with the Mosswood. What else do you think about the new Karn cam? Keep her mulligan. New Karn cam, keep her mulligan. Needs to be bigger.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Alright, passive daggers. Here come the 1/1s. They might have a +1/+1 here. I think it's fine. We can just use our cut down response. Yes, putting it in the pet spot is a thing I've heard a lot about. Elspeth's Smite. Alright, so we're going to cut down our own creature here. Looks fine for me. No exile for you. And goes into exile. This is already blocked. Do they have a trick for to kill a Lasher? No, just throwing the gremlins away. Okay. We draw Tear Asunder. That can kill the Tamer, but like very likely protection spell here, I feel like, so let's take our time. We could just hit like the Sheltered by Ghosts that has the Free Strider lookout. I just kinda like that. We just Tear Asunder the Sheltered by Ghosts, leave them with their... I guess they still have a big lifelinker, but they get to look out, play a land, trigger landfall, etc., etc. They probably have the protection spell, the 1 mana or the protects to get hexproof. So trying to kill this with Tear Asunder might not be a good idea. We can just keep doing our Mosswood thing, you know. We could try and kill Ethereal Armor and try and get it in combat. That would work because a 3-power Dread Knight would do that. That's kind of cool too. All right, I think I'm in for that. Let's play Dread Knight and just play a tap land. And I guess we're gonna attack with our. We'll attack with 2 of our Lashers. We'll keep 1 back just in case. I don't think it's really about damage. this matchup, so I think that 1 point damage would rather be safe. Alright, let's do this, and say go. A little flooded, but not a bad place to be with a bunch of these in play. Instead, they're going to Faith Light. No! I don't have enough mana to play the ward. So they're going to give their Gremlin Tamer flying. And give it Hexproof. That sucks. I did not see Faith Light coming. I will be totally honest. I guess we'll just kill the Faith Light then. And just block and keep doing our block thing. So yeah, so we'll do that, I guess. So this resolves. I have Eerie too. Sure, it's fine. So, all right, kill the Faith Light. This kind of sucks, but whatever. Over tapped out. I guess I should have maybe waited till their turn. I think they could have a counter spell, but 2 cards left. Very different game than game 1, right? Game 1 they drew all their card draw engines. This game they're drawing all like their aura stuff. If we kill the armor, we should take a bunch in the air and die over 2 turns, so. Okay. Alright, that's just getting ridiculous.
Somebody's playing a prank
Alright, draw a card. We draw Harvester of Misery. That's not one I really want to cast right now. Drawing off the Offspring is like, I kind of want to leave those in play, realistically. Let's play Mosswood. We'll just play Fountain Port and say go, I guess. We have dealt a lot of damage this game. Like, they've gained, like, 25 life, you know? Alright, you're up, friend. 2 cards left. They play an Entity Tracker. That's a good one. Now they have a card draw engine, we can't kill it. It does feel like our removal is lined up really poorly this game. Like, we had a cut down when they have a 4-2. Now you have a Harvester when they have a 2-3. Like, alright. They're going to try and smite me again. Love it. Love it. Found a use of the misery. Alright, so target this. This Mosswood's pulling its weight, I'm telling you. Do they have one more smite? Oh my god, so many smites. Alright, so they've smote down my Mosswood. I guess we're going to stack a baby then. That's a lot of smites. Alright, so we'll sack a baby. Sorry, dude. We need something other than lands here, please. How about a land? How about a Tranquil Frillback? That plays. So it's Frillback. Tapping black. It just hates to tap black for the Frillbacks, you know? So Frillback will destroy the, I think the Shelter by Ghost with the Lookout on it. I think we're just going to keep blocking the Ethereal Armor anyway, so pay a green. Is exiling their graveyard relevant? I don't think so, so decline. And we're going to gain 4 life and destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's this one. And then we are going to, we have enough mana for that, so we'll play Marsh, trigger, Crime, Passage. Okay, just say go. They draw an enchantment, they can start, like, you know, chaining up, but we're online over here. We have just a disgusting amount of lands, but alright, so they draw an enchantment, that's not good. Yeah. Block. We're going to make a treasure as a thing to sacrifice to draw a card. Alright. Sure. You would think they would draw land eventually, yes. We certainly do. What is going on, alright? What is happening here? Fish for a sack on blocks. I don't want to take damage. They have a lot of crap in play, so. Alright. Let's sack this treasure and draw. We did it. We did it. All right. So let's kill the tamer, I guess. We should stop the lifelink and then we'll win, right? So we have 4 mana for that. We have a mana for everything else too. Sure, let's play land. We just bought a bunch of kill spells. Take a bunch. Gonna kill us while we're tapped out. Pay the ward. I could put a tap line. I miss whatever. I miss my lands, but I could have played the pottage, but no attacks. Say go. Upkeep. Crack this. More damage. Well, I have 1 land left, actually. It's pretty funny. So we're out of basics. Crimea. We're almost out of, like, lands in our deck at this point, which is, like, pretty ridiculous. But
I bet you weren't expecting that one, God.
that was some game. Oh boy. Woo! I gotta say, I'm like kind of impressed with this deck. When I saw the list, I was like, oh yeah, whatever. It's doing like hokey Vine Lasher stuff. But Vine Lasher and the Crime guy is really good. All right, we're gonna keep this. All right, so Lush Portico. All right, so this is the Boogeyman. We got Beans Overlord deck. Their hand is Beans, land, nothing. Love it. So slam the Beans. They have Get Lost, Smite, Lockdown, Binding. We draw a Lookout. I think I want to get double lashers here. I guess they could just like lock down with double lashers. I just take the lockdown those. Sure. So let's arrest the lockdown and play land. Smite main is totally reasonable. Smite's a good card. What's going on here? Oh god. What's happening? Oh, we're good. Okay. Draw another Binding? Sure. So take the lockdown. Lag City over here. What's going on? Pitiless Carnage Analyst. That's probably a little much, you know, but there's a land drop too. Oh wow. Oh, a little internet spike. What are the internet spikes here? Alright, get a forest. Yeah, I don't know. These weird little like lag spikes are weird. Like, all right, so let's get our Vine Lashers in. Just like these weird spikes. I think they're on Twitch's end, not my end. Like, I know it's fine. So, all right, so lash it up and say go. They want to get lost. One of my lashers, go nuts. Awesome. Good old get lost being Stainsy as ever. All right, cool. They've had a few early scoops in this run, but all right. So this is an interesting one because usually the domain kind of decks beat the crap out of these decks, these mid-range decks. So it's gonna be cool to see if we can hold up there. We got Cruel Claws Heist, Terra Sunder, Frillback. Goodbye Cut Down. Goodbye Go for the Throat. Goodbye Harvester of Misery. Virtue is not great. Probably keep like 2 Go for the Throats. I think that's fine. All right, cool. Random question in chat. Are bounce lands card advantage? Answer is yes. So a bounce land is basically 2 lands in 1 at a big tempo risk. We can keep this. A little awkward, obviously, but... Alright, we draw Tear Asunder. Alright, so... Correct. If you mulligan to 2, and your hand is Swamp Bounce Land, you have 2 cards to make 3 mana. So effectively, you have three mana in only 2 cards, so... Alright. So now, Cruel Claw Slice is a weird card. Do I want to give them a card and steal a card? I kind of don't want to. But maybe if I hit an Overlord, it's really good. Let's do it. Let's give them a card. Let's give the card and Thoughtseize. Is this good? I don't know. But they draw a card. We see the hand. We want an Overlord here, please. They have 2 Overlords. That sucks. Hopefully they didn't draw the Overlord. We'll take an Overlord because I want to get my own lands going here, realistically, because we're a little behind on mana. They get to Overlord. Now their binding is online. Sure. We're going to Overlord back. Obviously, Overlord's pretty cool with our free Shard lookouts and stuff, so... Or, I mean, our other guy. So we'll play our Overlord. And, alright. It's an Overlord battle.
Spawn more overlords.
They play Jace Perfected Mind. Mill 3. And then draw. Okay. This is fine. I'm pretty happy just, like, playing Lookout and Cruel Claw heisting them, honestly. Like, we get to crime and do our thing. Yeah, I'm in. That's pretty sweet. So let's go Fountain Port, Lookout, tapping the right mana. Cool. We're going to give a card again, I think, too. This is a really weird card. Jace is to win, like, the mirrors and pseudo-mirrors, where, like, you just have this, you know, you just deck them, basically. It's like a, you know, you play a super long game, you just deck them. Oh, boy. They have a second Jace, which is really good against them. Sunfall, Beza, Binding, Lockdown. I think that the Jace is a good, Let's see. They have Binding for the Jace. Beza is kind of whatever. Sunfall is kind of whatever. Lockdown's kind of whatever. Huh. I mean, we have Frillback for Binding and Overlord. We have a lot of answers here. If they Binding the Jace and then the Binding dies, they get the Jace back. So that's not ideal. Binding's interesting. We have an everywhere in play, so it's a pretty hard choice, honestly. Okay, let's take Binding. Again, we can't take Jace. They just Binding and they get it back. And Pending goes off. That is true. If they Binding their Overlord, they get it back too. Yeah, I'm a little... These Cruel Claw heists seem pretty sketchy. I don't know. You have a lot of cards. Casting Sunfall for one thing, sure. This one. Alright, we draw a Duress. Not a bad place to start. Let's Duress them. Beans, Lockdown, second Jace. Second Jace might just kill us. We run the risk of them just like mill 15. I guess they've already used this one down to 1, so we've got 41 cards in our deck. Beans is probably scarier. Really weird game. We do have a lot of ways to kill the Beans, but yeah, I think Beans is the... Take the Beans. The Swamp. Might just be Frillback time. Just eat this Frillback now. So let's draw a card off this first. Let's draw a card off this. See what we draw. Sure. Then we'll just Beans. I mean, kill the Overlord. The Overlord's online next turn. I want to body and play to attack this Jace too, so or at least pressure the Jace into doing something. Destroy this. And our Overlord comes in next turn. It's fine. Well, they ripped in Traxa. That's annoying. I guess they kind of brick though. They only hit land to get lost and Overlord, so they only actually hit like a few things. We draw a Ghost Vacuum. That's funny because I actually want to kill the Atraxa. I only have ways to exile it right now. If I could kill it and then vacuum it, that'd be kind of gas. Okay, that sucked. Let's draw. We're probably just gonna Terrace under it. Binding Atraxa is a terrible idea. If they just have Get Lost, they just get it back, and then if they didn't have a Get Lost, they just get it back at some point. Let's draw a card and see what we draw. It's a throwback. I don't have counter spells, I guess. We can just wait. Alright, so just say go. Overlord turns on, say go. We're gonna kill the Atraxa. We're still binding up, we really want it. 2 bodies now for attacking Jace. They play our Sunfall. That's annoying, but whatever. Sure, so this is like pretty typical of this matchup. The Domainy deck just goes really over the top what the Golgari deck is doing. They just have so many more cards than us. Free Strider, look out. Okay, I don't want to get my stuff all stuck in a binding too. Alright, let's play Lookout. I was dumb. I should have played the Vacuum first. Now they can Get Lost in Missing Response. Yeah, that was dumb. That was just stupid on my part. Whatever.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
That was very bad. Just really bad sequencing. That's fine. We'll just keep going. Get a map on. Resolve it. Cruel Claws Heist again. I guess. And we'll say go. They'll fire up a Lockdown, maybe. Maybe not. They have these things too. Sure. We're gonna get it back eventually, so we'll just leave the creature. It's everywhere you want to be. Alright, Jace is on 3. Them decking us. They also might just like mill me. That's fine too. Play Overlord. Yeah, so goodbye Heist, whatever, it's fine. Draw a card. Redraw a Cottage. We're just like really behind, you know? I kind of want to frill back the Overlord and binding the Lockdown. We're not going to exile their graveyard. So we'll go gain 4 life, destroy target artifact or enchantment. We'll destroy the Overlord. Then we will binding the Lockdown on their turn. So we can get back our Ghost thing, end step steal a thing, get back our attacker. Go from there. Sure.
You can be made to obey.
They draw up the Beanstalk. Man. Yeah, these Beanstalk Overlord decks just go way... Oh my god, man. Come on. Also Atraxa, too. Uh-huh. Angel of Wrath, Binding Art. So that was actually a good Atraxa, too. Alright, yeah, they were dead here. I guess if we draw a Go for the Throat, I can kill Atraxa, ghost it. I can't ghost it and then get it back immediately, though. Yeah, let's just go to the next game. We're just done here. Alright. Game 3. Tough matchup. Anything really change? I don't think so. I mean, it's not great, but I don't think we can mulligan this hand. We're going to keep. Why would you want Virtue Persistence? To reanimate their Overlords and Atraxas? Like, is the game going to get to that point? They have many answers for a 7-mana enchantment. Like, it's not really big enough to deal with what they're doing, you know? Does token from Overlord trigger Vine Lasher? Yeah, it does. To land. It could be an interesting way to build a deck. You should play Beans and Overlord in this deck. Okay, so let's attack for 3. We're most certainly the beatdown. So we're just gonna play another Dread Knight. If they have a lockdown, we have a frill back to kill it. So all right, so we got Duress. Ooh, wow. So I was gonna frill back and destroy this, but yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then we'll just Duress their Sunfall. Kind of gotta go for broke here, I think. So this puts 6 power in play. Next turn we have Duress and Terra Sunder. Oh my god. Well, that's pretty hard to beat. Alright, let's Duress them. Hopefully their hand's bad. It is not bad. Overlord and Angel. I think we might be done here. Alright, so say go. If they were to go land Overlord, we can just exile it, untap, and attack again. Yeah. We have his Cottage, too. I mean, like, we're getting some damage in, you know, like, but our plan is certainly, you know, what we're trying to do. So, Terrace under this. Can I get a Leroy queued up, please, here? And we got a good Leroy for me. It's a good attack, you know. Exile, lockdown, leave a creature, take a for ghost, whatever. They chump block, take 9, go to 5, untap, play Angel, kill 2 Dread Knights. You know, there's a path, you know, it's still not in great shape, but untap and draw a Swamp. Alright, well, let's cast one of these. We draw a Vine Lasher. So you can go Vine Lasher, land, draw another card. That's pretty good. That's a plan, you know? If they have, like, anything good to back this up, we're probably dead, but I think we have a chance. They can brick for a turn or two. 18-7. Double Vine Lasher, double Dread Knight, Cottage. Beza is a pretty good one. Yep, that's a tough one. Up to 11. Glissa. Glissa is not that good here. They only have one card, so they could brick off a little bit. Creature, Glissa. I better off destroying a card with my Fountain Port. Oh, are they top? Oh, we're dead then. Whatever. Here's all of it. Here's the world. We probably can't win. I think it's probably our best chance to win. We'll just shove. Hope they topped, like, maybe an Overlord or something. All right. They kept the card they topped. Maybe it's a binding or something like that. Let's draw a card. It's another Vine Lasher. Ty, resub, thanks so much. I mean, like, what can we do? You know, like, fire up the cottage and just jam. Can't be much here. Sure. I think it's just everyone. The Lashers are, if they're blocking small things, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Kind of got to block Glissa. They have a binding. Like, binding is the card that makes sense to them to have top tier. What would they have? Or like get lost? Like, what would they have top that it wouldn't have played last turn? What are we gonna do? You know? Yep. All right. Called it. They take decent chunk. Map it up. Overlord of the Baelmerk. That's not good enough. All right. 11 to 8. They play a land. It still feels like we have outs, maybe. We have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Liliana of the Veil. Not too bad, actually. We have to kill one of these. They topped again. That sucks. Liliana kills one. They probably sack Beza. Block, gain 3. 3, 6, 9. It's also not really enough. All right, let's map. Another Liliana. Yeah, I guess.
Something suspicious is going on. And for I've always hated crowds.
All right. I mean, kind of scared of Sunfall, so I think we just, like, say go here. I mean, like, realistically, as long as it's not like a Traxxas or something like crazy big. Probably just seal my fate there, right? Of course I seal my fate. What? I don't... What? Binding, Jace, Sunfall. Oh, all right, we're dead. Well, I mean, we had a chance to win this game. It's a bad matchup. We were in it, you know? They got Atraxa, Jace, Binding, Sunfall. I mean, honestly, we're still in it if we draw, like, our removal spell off of my Fountain Port here. Well, they should attack, I guess, right? Yes, yeah, so they attack, and then now the Edict's bad, so... Yeah, smart play. Alright, so... Alright. Sure, that's gone. Draw Liliana. Draw a Cottage. And unfortunately, that is not going to do it. 5 life. The lifelink on Atraxa. Why, oh why does Atraxa have lifelink? Without lifelink, we win this game. Yeah, so close. So close.
Drop it.
Yeah, so we can go Lasher, land, put them to 2, a 3, and then attack with both, but the lifelink saves them. All right, GG, you got me. Yeah, Atraxa having lifelink is probably my least favorite Magic design choice in the last, like, 10 years, for sure.
Let's say non-toxic.
All right, so, honestly, I'm kind of impressed with this deck. Like, it looked pretty mopey to me. Like, I love Free Strider Lookout and all, but it looked kind of like small ball. But the Lookout Lasher combination is really, really good. Not just from a perspective of Lasher just like enabling Lookout, but from a Lookout helping the Lasher just kill your opponent, which is cool. The domain matchup's tough. That's it's always been a thing for Golgari decks. That would need to be solved for sure, but the deck seems kind of sweet. So kind of impressed. Cool deck. So more to play on stream. You folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.